Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for them, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Jay Crowder, Kevin Love out there with Green. Then it's Rose, and it's Calderon in at the 2. Screen by Grant. Roberson the pass to Ferguson. 5 on the clock. The pass to Collison. Puts one up from 19. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Felton. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And the Thunder making a change here. Singler's checked in. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. James comes in for Jay Crowder. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. It's LeBron with the drive. Wade outside. Back to Thompson. Love outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Grant gets a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Grant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. James outside. Dishes to Love. The rebound by Grant.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And stolen by Felton. No good from Grant.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And stolen by Thomas. Stolen by Collison. Out left to the wing. Back to Felton. Here's the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And Kyle Singler, basically a 3-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season, a second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game, but with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
Pass to Roberson. Wade with the block. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball and the dunk by James.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Grant against LeBron. Grant kicks to Collison. Stolen by Thompson. Knocked loose, and that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Rose Rose goes in. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Rose attacking. Smith kicks to Rose. Got a piece of it. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. All by himself. And Rose throws it down.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And, Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. J.R. Smith on the wing, covered by Anthony. Here's Crowder. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And George kicks to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it's Smith missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Lets it go with the three. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Westbrook.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Eustace is checked in for Patterson. T comes in for Anthony. And Abrinas subbed in for George. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Calderon comes in for Kyle Korver. And that one is good from Eustace. Well, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
And it's Rose penetrating Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Here's Westbrook. About 7 seconds separating shot and game clocks.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Passes it to Eustace. Green with the block. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
We just got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first quarter didn't play out the way Oklahoma City had hoped. They were sleepwalking their way through most of the period and wound up staring at an 11-point deficit by the time it was over. The second quarter was quite exciting as they willed themselves completely out of the hole on a comeback mission and now lead by 1. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were undisciplined, turning it over way too much. Poor ball handling, lazy passing. These guys have had to be counting their lucky stars that this game has not gotten away from them.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just a...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 8 rebounds, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and then there's Steven Adams. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
That's good.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Well, Cleveland shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Westbrook dishes to Anthony. The shot misses. LeBron with some nice D. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And here's Anthony for 3, but they'll get another chance. And it's Anthony again missing. Cleveland leading by 4, and the dunk by James.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layup. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for the Thunder. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo for the NBA.
And here's the fast break. Felton leading the way. Here's Anthony, plenty of space. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Wade slams it in.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Tries to save it. And it's Wade penetrating. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
And the Thunder with some changes. Allison comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Andre Robertson in for Patterson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Crowder's checked in.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The three from Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. And that's 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And here's James outside. James with another miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the call will be against Nick Collison. That's his first foul. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Grant comes in for George. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim and stolen by Singler. 3-on-3. Feeds it to Robertson. Outside Felton. And it's Grant in the corner. Singler with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Crowder with the steal. Collison against James. Lots of room. Connects. The jumper drops. James has got 23 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
6 to shoot. Felton kicks to Collison. Back to Felton to tie. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The Thunder pull it in.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role for LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Left the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Eustace is checked in for the Thunder. T comes in for Andre Robertson. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Green, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Thomas.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Felton kicks to Grant. Pass to Collison. To the inside, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Outside, Felton. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Cavaliers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Smith the pass to Green. And he dunks it down.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the outs. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right, showing him off right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
No one near him. That's good on the jump shot. Eustace has got 9.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Rose dishes to Korver. Eustace grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Knocked loose. For the lead. Back to Felton. They set the pick. The 3. And the Thunder another 3.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Eustace. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Thunder with the lead. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Jay Crowder, Isaiah Thomas out there with Calderon. And it's LeBron James. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Cavaliers shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Outside Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's now 11 points for Isaiah Thomas. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far. And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent NGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Westbrook, here's Adams, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Calderon kicks to Thomas. Back to Calderon. Thompson with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Calderon.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Westbrook with the block. James. Thomas against Patterson. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Calderon has the open look. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 3 rebounds now in this one. James against Westbrook. LeBron with the block. And he's able to get it back. It's Westbrook with the drive. Crowder with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Calderon leading the charge.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Green is checked in for Johnson. Korver comes in for Jose Calderon. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. Crowder, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. But they get it back. They grab their own miss. They shoot again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. You talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Grant, right side. Outside for Felton. Oklahoma City moving it around. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Snatched up. Grant outside. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Out to Smith. Outside Korver. They need this. The shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Green, the pass to Rose. Kicks it to Green. Screen by Smith. There's the dish to Korver. And here's Rose. The shot, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Eustace. And the Thunder, another 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
The 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Love, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Green. LeBron comes in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Kyle Korver. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Westbrook with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And there's the feed to Westbrook. Good D by Thompson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The pass to Thomas. From downtown, Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook against Wade. Here's Adams, and stolen by Thomas. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Dishes it to Love. Back to LeBron. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder leading by 12. Left side, Westbrook. He kicks to Robertson. Down low, stolen by Thompson. It's deflected. Westbrook with the steal. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Looking at the game Adams has been having, 10 points and 2 blocks. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely, it's the blocks, the rebounds, you name it, he's done it.
He hits the second from the line. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Wade kicks to James, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Adams with the slam.
I tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
It's tipped and stolen by Love.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Thunder.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Russell Westbrook. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
He's been anything but. I'm putting you in. Let's go. His usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
They're out already. I mean, give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today. Really impressive.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 15. And 101 left to play here in the fourth. And 101 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Love. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feed.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside Collison. Oklahoma City moving it around. They double him with Love. Collison dishes to Singler. And the Thunder another three.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
That free throw missing. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Abrinas, he cans that one. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, we have a question from one of your biggest...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.